Alright. So once again, it's your boy Croy. It's late, or should I say early? It's like 3 a.m. right now. But I just kind of felt like talking, whatever. Yeah, babes, 3 a.m. You know that? We just came from the karaoke bar. We just came from the karaoke bar, boys and girls out there shutting it down. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the new friends that we made tonight, you know what I'm saying? Doing a little competition that I've been doing these last few Tuesdays. I'm gonna start sharing it. So hopefully some of the people, if any 3 of my fans out there want to come and support. I'm just kidding. But yeah, man, it was a good time. But I came back and I kind of wanted to talk about some stuff, and I was gonna start with Dave Chappelle's new stand-up, because if anybody knows me, they know that's not like my goat, like one of my favorite comedians. I like him. Richard Pryor used to be my boy. Patrice O'Neal. It's I admire how they're like able to speak the real without like usually having to face things like cancellation and stuff. Like they can give you that nitty gritty, which like my babe was telling me, like her family, they grew up like telling people the truth. If you stink, you stink. I'm not gonna say you have a unique scent, you know, or or whatever. Like we gotta go back to calling a spade a spade. I feel like a lot of things just changed, and he pretty much just Panda, be quiet. I'm recording. I have to edit that out. But um yeah, so we gotta go back to calling a spade, and that topic in particular kind of runs like pretty deep, but the LGBT community was kind of the catalyst for all that, because they were the first ones to kind of like, I guess, more or less take something that was perceived as wrong and try to like take the power back and all that, which is all good. It's all good, honestly. People think I got a problem with like those people, but I really don't. I kind of come more so from the standpoint of Dave Chappelle, where I just point out like valid, viewpoints or bullet points about it, and try to discuss it and try to like pick people's brain and get them to kind of understand a different point of view. And then it's automatically just, oh, you're hateful, you're this and that. And it's just like even with him, I was like, if you take the time to really understand what he's saying, like he's not being helpful. Yeah, he cracks some jokes, but he literally cracks jokes about everybody. I saw a meme that was like, when he make fun of black people, make black jokes, you don't see this outrage. You know what I'm saying? It's like, as soon as he talk about them, they don't have a sense of humor and they want to be outraged. Everybody else can take a joke. The level of sensitivity is just really like, it's annoying, man. Like he said, I heard him say that a few times. He's like, it's just really annoying. Like, but yeah, even in one of his last stand-ups, he said, I'm gonna just say it because I don't care. She was like, I guess the record exec, the producer of Chappelle Show told him that he can't say the word faggot, and he was like, why? And she said, because you're not one of those. And he was like, but y'all let me say the word nigga all the time. So what exactly are you trying to say? You know what I'm saying? Like, his point is just basically they keep trying to like parallel their struggles with like civil rights struggles. And he was like, oh yeah, y'all's movement is doing great. Like, we still struggling. Like, for real. And then like nobody cares at the end of the day. I mean, it's getting better now. I remember last year, me and my cousin, we went to a couple of the marches and the rallies and stuff. But I mean, truthfully, we've been doing that since forever. Like, they don't really care. Like, it happens and then it's done. Like, but for those like pride parades and stuff, like it'll happen and then a lot gets done after it, in terms of like laws changing, in terms of like people being like demonized and criminalized for actions or words that they do and getting canceled and all that. It's like, that never happens for us, and it's not even, it shouldn't be a matter of like comparing, because everybody has their own type of struggles. And one thing I hate is for somebody to be like, oh well, your pain is nothing because mine is more. And it's just like, everybody has different levels of tolerance, experience with stuff, and you can't really downplay what somebody else is going through because you've been through worse. That's very, very annoying. But at the same time, they do kind of need to understand that it's not all exactly the same. Like case in point, I was at what was that? Oh, I was at like the DMV or whatever, and it wasn't very busy. But one guy was there, and he was like, they were just kind of getting to him for whatever reason. He had been getting skipped, and he was like, I've been here for 2 hours. And some lady's like, oh, that's nothing. I've been here for 6. And I was thinking to myself, like, shut up. Like, nobody asked you. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, the thing about it was, it wasn't very many people in there. So it didn't really make sense why he was waiting that long. I kind of understood his point. And I was like, I'm pretty sure for you to have been waiting 6 hours, it must have been packed in here. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you got to pay attention to the finer details of things. Like, you just looking at it like, oh, well, my situation was worse. But there was a reason for that. Anyways, pretty much just rambling. So pretty much, I mean, if you want to get a good idea of like what my music is like from a standpoint of me speaking consciously and stuff, it falls a lot in line with like things that Dave Chappelle talks about. Because I don't really see too many other people in the media like taking that risk. Everybody's like, oh, I'm gonna mess my bag up, so let me not. No, like, and I understand, but like, again, like Babe was saying, she's laying down right now, understandably. But like she was saying, once you are able to be independent in whatever type of art, skill, craft, passion that you're pursuing, you're able to, garner a fan base that's going to be loyal to you no matter what, as long as like, you know what I'm saying? You're not part of the machine where it's like, you have to think this way. You have to only say and do this, like all those eggshells and stuff that we always walk on. I think of artists like DaBaby, Tory Lanez, two of the more recent rappers who have been, like I said, demonized, criminalized for things that they've done or said, or lack thereof. And kind of are in this position now where they had no choice but to branch out. Like me, I'm an artist too, obviously. But it's just like, I tell people all the time, like a lot of people say like, oh, you trash, and that's the reason why you haven't made it. And other people are like, I have no idea why you haven't made it. Like, you're so talented. And I'm just like, a big part of it has to play with me just not selling my, like, I hate to sound cliche, the whole selling your soul thing. But it's just like, I pay attention to the algorithm. I pay attention to media and what's going on. I know ways I can make a complete fool out of myself and garner enough attention in order to, like translate that into a career or whatever. But I'm the type of person, like I like to stand on principles. I like to stand on morals. I like to, I'm far from perfect. I mess up like everybody else does. But the whole thing about it is just kind of being conscious of the decisions that you make and kind of just trying to do better every day. Even like when I am doing wrong, I feel very guilty. I don't see how some people like don't have a conscience and whatnot. But like for me, I try to be like, okay, I coach myself, I preach to myself, like, do better. Every day you should do better. You should be getting your mind, your physical, your mental, and your spiritual, your financial, and all of that functioning better than the day before. And morality is like a lost thing right now. Like it's like everybody it's a very anything goes society. And Panda, what you doing? And it really does. It depresses me a lot. you know, something that I work with, I deal with. And I get into this mindset where I'm like, okay, it's gonna worry about me and my close knit circle of friends or family or whatever. Panda, relax. What is that for? What are you doing? I don't know if y'all saw the last episode, but got a little border collie and he up, sleep all day. 3 o'clock in the morning, he wilding. But yeah, my point was just that's like a pretty much a driving force point of my music. I had a Lyft passenger tell me the other day, man, I don't like all that meaningful, like trying to make a message in music. Like, that's not what music is for. It's to dance. And so I'm thinking to myself, like, okay, I know what songs not to show him. Like, if I was to, like, show somebody my music. But I agree, like, music is transcends over every like feeling and emotion. Like, we can't. It's hard for me, and I said this in my series, my Not Safe for Listening, part 1 and 2. It's on SoundCloud right now. It's hard for me to make fun music sometimes because my mind, I'm a Capricorn, and the way our minds works is like, if there's a problem, fix it right away. Like, fix it, even if you need a little time to kind of process before you fix it, but still, it needs to be fixed sooner than later. And so, like, I sometimes like look at that in a broader scope, and I'm just like, yo, there's so many problems in the world. Like, we should be getting on the ball with these things, And I always have to remind myself, like, you can't do it. You can't do it all by yourself. You can't do it all right now because it's just too much. It's too much. It's stuff that took years and decades and centuries to get this way. So it's not going to be back to normal overnight. But even just since I was young, excuse me, 90s baby, more or less. So much stuff has changed, and it's an old country song. I don't know who sings it, but he's like, and I can't feel at home in this world anymore. And it's like, I say that not to be like on some, oh, I want to kill myself. It's just like, I want to dedicate the time that I have here to be better and do better for people. And because that's really important to me. That's really important to me. I had my best friend ask me, like, why does it matter to you? Like, we're all gonna die anyways, and like, you might as well just do what makes you happy and then go. Because I've always been somewhat of a spiritual person, and I'm learning to become more and more spiritual, and I feel like what happens after this plane of existence is going to be crucial and it's going to matter. And even if there's nothing after this life, it's just like, why not spend your life talking about and doing the right things? I get prophesized a lot, and it's told, like, I see you doing great things with your words, and I see you being a very influential person, a public speaker. You have influence. You have, over people. And I'm not an influencer. This is part of me trying to kind of get out there a little bit. Still early, but it's just like, if you have all this influence, why would you use it for something negative? If you have 10 people, and let's just say they're basically mind controlled or hypnotized or something, and they will do whatever you ask them to, anything. Why waste that on telling them, hey, beat each other up, shoot each other, rob each other? Like, why? Like, that's not doing anything positive for anybody, bro. Like, it may provide you with a little entertainment because you're sick in the head. Like, you want to see people beat up on each other, do all this other crazy stuff. But it's just like, I don't know. I was raised a certain way, and I care about people, especially my black people, my black brothers, my black sisters. And we just came from karaoke or whatever, and we met some cool people. And Babe was saying, she was like, and I hear it said all the time, honestly, is just that we are some of the most like divided, just messed up, ignorant people. And like, for whatever reason, people continue to take pride in this stuff. And it's just like, because you chasing this like false sense of happiness, being materialistic and being narcissistic and being, what I'm saying, like selfish, greedy, lewd, and all these other things. And it's just like, you could be so much more prosperous. You know what I'm saying? You will get your blessings tenfold if you use that same energy. All these rappers that have all this influence, they playing into the problem because the labels want them to keep perpetuating a certain type of image of black men and black women, and they continue to do it. And I kind of understand why. You know what I'm saying? I know it's because that's what sells. Like, you could preach good stuff all day long, but hold on a second, this dude tripping. My bad, my dog was biting a pen. But wanna come up? I forget you then. But yeah, it's just like, you're gonna use all this influence to do something bad. And again, I'll go back to my point. That's exactly why. I could have pretended to be gay, or do like what's the dude name? Boom Gang or whatever. Like, I literally know the things that I could do and could say, and the type of ways I could rap, but it's just like, or sing or whatever. But it's just like, I'm so content on being me, and I want to be appreciated and being and be valued for being the first me, and not trying to be the 1,000,001 version of somebody else. You know what I'm saying? And I've always been that way. I've never cared about what's popular. Not saying that there's anything wrong with you having preferences with popular items, cars, clothes, whatever. Because I think honestly, everybody has their vice. They have that one or two things that they're just like, okay, I don't want to have anything quality wise under this specific thing. But the problem is with a lot of people, it's never enough. They always want, I want this and that and want that. And you start to just like figure, I don't know, you kind of just fall off track with the things that really matter in life. That's why I'm a minimalist, like by choice. I could have a lot of stuff. I just don't see the purpose in it. A lot of things are just really pointless. Like, I don't know how else to say it. It's just a lot of items exist purely for vanity. And I'm the type of person, like, yes, I will get some things like for decoration or for sentimental value or for, what I'm saying, whatever, aesthetic and whatever. But generally, I get things based off like of their functionality. Like, what purpose does it serve for me to have this thing? Like, I'm not going to get something and it just sits there for like a super, super long time. Like, obviously I didn't really need it, or at least I didn't need it right now, So, somebody asked me the other day, like what's your dream house? Like, like what type of house would you want? Like, where and all that. And I'll be honest with you, I don't have the means to buy a house right now. So I never took the time to think about it. It's like, it's not about to happen now. So I'm gonna just cross that bridge when I get there, when I get the funds and the means to do so, and everything starts coming together. Then I could sit down and make a checklist and say, okay, I want this, I want that, I want that. But for right now, there's literally no point in me. Anna, there's literally this dude tripping. There's literally no point in me dwelling on that when I should be dwelling on the things necessary to get me to that point. But yeah, man, I don't know. I'm coming into a place in my life right now where a lot of negativity is kind of a lot of things that for my detriment are being like purged out. So I'm really happy. I'm looking to it. I'm looking forward to like the things that I can accomplish at this current point right now. But yeah, man, all in all, like, and that's one thing y'all probably hear me talk about a lot is just this the state of America and the state of like Black men and women in America. You know, it was funny because we have a family group chat, and I was texting my little sister. Well, I was texting everybody in the group chat, and I was just like, sometimes I just ask people like, "How was your day? How was your mental health at this current point?" And they'll be like, my brother answered in the stereotypical Black dude way. He was just like, "What are you talking about? Like, I'm fine. Everybody's fine. Stop being all gay, touchy-feely feelings and all this." Which, I mean, yes, at one point I was definitely like that. But as I get older, I'm learning how to be more in touch with my feelings. I'm learning more about myself, my trauma, my childhood, all the stuff we talked about in the last episode. And I feel like it's important because that's what's gonna allow us to help each other. That's what's gonna help us become better and have those breakthroughs and stuff and have that clarity that we all need. So he pretty much responded in the typical way. My sister was like, I'm actually not doing so well. I'm pretty, and I'm just like, this is exactly why I ask. Sometimes people just need to vent. They need to just talk to somebody. They need to figure their stuff out, not by themselves all the time. I'm learning the power of like having a circle, a family, a tribe really is what it is, because I was so used to doing everything by myself, struggling, figuring it out, because I didn't want nobody to be able to say that they did this or did that or take anything away from me, or even, I just didn't like to burden people, I think about like, okay, I'm a grown man. I can do this stuff, which most of the stuff I can do, but I'm not as well or I'm not as efficient or as fast or, as thorough as a friend or family member might be. So it's all about like giving that helping hand. If somebody's kind of swamped with a lot of stuff going on, you come and help them with it, or show them how you did it the better way. One thing I remember, I was working in a refinery when I was younger, and when I first got there, I didn't really know how to do a lot of stuff. I was doing civil work, which is like rebar, concrete, little carpentry, things like that. And, there were certain things I didn't know how to do. Even when I did scaffolding, there were certain things I didn't know how to do. And I ain't trying to talk down, but like, it was mostly Hispanics. And what I saw them do was sit back and just laugh at me. Like, everything's a big joke. I mean, eventually somebody did come and help, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, I ain't gonna lie, that made me mad. I'm kind of over it now because I'm older and like, it is what it is. But I'm just like, I'm not ever gonna ridicule somebody. Like, nah, man. Nah. It's just like, why waste time playing? What's wrong with you? Come here. My dog be bugging, bro. It's a little puppy, be wilding. Come here. Got him. Panda wanted to come back in the shot, I guess. Say, what's up, Panda? I guess that's why he was barking. He wanted some of the spotlight. Let the people them know something. Also, while I'm here, man, you know, I just want to say shout out to SoFi and We There, my band We There, man. We've been grinding, you know what I'm saying? We've been going hard in the paint lately. And those guys, they really kind of saved my life, like musically, in terms of like, the last maybe 4 years, is it now? 18, 19, 20, 20, going on 4 years. Man, time goes by quick. I was able to find a sense of brotherhood because I have a hard time like making friends with dudes and stuff. Because man, I'm gonna lie, a lot of dudes be on some fuck shit. Like they really do. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like to really associate myself with like certain type of people because honestly, I find myself kind of backsliding in some ways, and and even when I don't, I'm just uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? But those are some brothers really that have really like saved my social life and and my music life. So you guys keep watching for us. You know what I'm saying? We got big things coming up this year. Like I said, next Tuesday I'll be doing another karaoke in Houston at Arcadia Bar and Grill. If anybody want to come through and support, it's a little karaoke competition, and I never did stuff like that. There's a lot of things that now in my older years, like I say that like I'm so old, I'm 30, but I'm just saying like it's a lot of things that I had never had a chance to do. I was thinking my 20s was gonna be like me straight up grinding, and then the 30s was gonna be me reaping the benefits and everything. Not that that's not how it went, but like the 20s was a lot more struggling than I anticipated, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, like things are kind of leveling out now. But you wanna come down? Yeah, the things are kind of leveling out now, and it's crazy for me to be like this age and still be learning myself and still be even willing to like accept new people into my life. Like it's been a big thing. It's been a big thing. But yeah, I didn't really have no particular nothing to talk about. I just wanted to talk. So I'm doing this in a different format. The last time me and Babe went live, but this time I'm just like recording this. I'm pre-recording. This is pre-recorded, and I might like learn how to do a little editing, practicing with the green screen. You know what I'm saying? Because let me see. I had never done it. I had never used it before. So it's pretty cool. Learning how to use this little app. It's called StreamYard. Because this is what I really want to do. Again, I was planning to have this like more structure, but man, I'll be on go. Like I don't have a lot of time to do a lot of things that I want to do, but I'm learning how to manage my time well again. Like I said, now that I cut a lot of people and a lot of situations out of like my daily regimen, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm getting to the point where I'm realizing how easy it is, how simple. Like Lauryn Hill said, Babe was just singing a song tonight. It can all be so simple, but we rather make it hard. And things don't have to be hard, bro. Nothing has to be hard. It just takes a little bit of time and dedication, commitment, focus. You know what I'm saying? And we really could achieve anything. I know they used to tell us that as kids, even as black men and women, like it's gonna be harder, but we could definitely achieve anything. This dude up here chewing on the table. Can you not? Come on, my guy. Yeah, but yeah, man. I mean, I wish people could chime in, but I'm going live, so. And I want to learn how to incorporate videos. Record a 7 file each guest. Automatically share. Yeah, I'm gonna figure out how to. Well, each video I'm gonna kind of dabble a little bit. This one I was trying to see about the recording and the green screen, which this is actually a green sheet right here. It's not a it's not a dashiki cloth. Last time I used that one. You know what I'm saying? So I'm getting there, learning different things. Got new music on the way. Oh, that's another plug that I want to go ahead and let be known for whoever's gonna end up watching this. Every Sunday from 4 to 7, me and my brother so far are gonna be at Mango's in Galveston, and it's another little bar and grill place, and that's gonna be our little regular spot. If y'all want to come through and check us, I'm gonna be like debuting new music. I'm gonna be like performing some of my songs that I'm kind of like known for locally, and just having a good time. You know what I'm saying? So y'all stay in tune for that. Another thing I want to talk about might be a little off base, but I want people to chime in with this, in the comments. Like, how cool? Never mind. No, I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? How cool should people be with exes? Like, let's say you get in a new relationship. How cool is too cool? Because I used to always think like, oh, okay, well, male and female can still be friends, which they definitely can. You know what I'm saying? So long as everybody's respectful or whatever. But if you even have like an inkling or, a mustard seed size of feelings, or whether it's emotional or sexual desire for that person, you shouldn't talk, right? This is what I think. So I don't know, but like I said, that was just a quick segue. Just want to see how people found out about how people felt about it, because on one hand, it's fine if the person's like, oh yeah, I respect you, and I ain't never gonna be disrespectful to what you got going on, and da 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 da. But if there's even the slightest possibility, I personally think that should stop. Dude up here licking me and stuff. This is the most cuddly, the most separation anxiety having dog I've ever seen. Already going for 33 minutes so far, so this is my radio voice, WKROY Radio. But yeah, I ain't really got nothing. I ain't got much else, so I might just end this at 40 minutes, which is a pretty long time, honestly. Then I'm gonna go. I don't know what just happened. Signal got weak, I guess. See if I can edit that out. But I was gonna say, producers, engineers, man, I'm ready to get back in the studio. Definitely ready to get back in the studio. I have a lot to say. I have a lot I want to express. I have so many new sounds, ideas, lyrics, hooks. already stuff that's written and stuff that's to be written. And I'm looking for not too expensive, you know what I'm saying, local producer / engineer. I've worked with a lot of people, but I'm really looking for Big Ron. If any of y'all know Big Ron Messiah, let him know I'm looking for him. I'm gonna hit him up too, because that's my guy. I feel like I get the best quality mix out of, you know what I'm saying, some of my best songs, my vocals just crisp, boy, crazy. Messing with Ron, so kind of want to double back, because at this point, man, I feel like only that one hit is needed, you know? Only that one hit is needed. So, yeah, man, and y'all stay tuned. You know, you can find me on SoundCloud as Croywin. You'll see a big picture of my face. You can look me up on IG, Croywin Official, Croywin _official. Or is it official _ Croywin? I think it's Croywin _ official. Right here on, right now I'm streaming on YouTube, Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Facebook, Bushido Bantan. YouTube, probably just put in Croywin. And it's a lot of good stuff, man. You know, my thing is I like speaking on stuff that's important to me, and when it's all said and done, I really want to be like a philanthropist or like a humanitarian or something, because ultimately I feel like the music is just an outlet for me to do bigger and better things. I used to only want to be a musician, but now I'm like, you know, okay, that's just, like I said, it's just a gateway to the next thing. Panda. I got bras in the dinner. Tristan Colleen in the fender. Credit card with the scammer. Look at his eyes, y'all. Yeah, man, but looking to shut this one down. Like I said, I originally was just starting with the Dave Chappelle, so I'm gonna close with that too, because it was called the closer. The closer. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, I just want people to be real. Be real with yourselves. Stop the delusion, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have an issue with, you know, the whole Lizzo thing, the whole Lil Nas X thing. It's not because they are who they are, or they are a certain way. It's because they go out of their way to be annoying and shove that shit down your throat. You know what I'm saying? And then when you point out, you know, certain things about this and that, then they want to get offended. And it's like, no, well, nobody asked you to shove it down my throat. No, but I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody asked you to be so extra about it. I'm like, y'all are musicians. Why are we focusing so much on your sexuality? Why are we focusing so much on your weight? You know what I'm saying? Y'all are using this as like tactics to try to like garner more followers and stuff. You want all the, you know, gay people to follow you. You want all the obese people to follow you, instead of like, because the thing with me is, I'm gonna let you know anything that I am or anything that I do. I'm gonna let you know the good and the bad of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I was selling drugs, I'm not gonna that's another thing too. You know what I'm saying? Like, the whole like being hard, thug gangster image and stuff in music. You could glamorize it. You could talk about the good, but talk about the bad too, so that people know what it is they're getting into. You know what I'm saying? Like with Lizzo, what I hate. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and kill this last 20 minutes, take it to an hour. Every show's gonna be an hour. But I hate the fact that you are like this body positivity thing, which is good. Like, by all means, you should love yourself, but you should love yourself and be honest with yourself enough to admit when something is a problem. You know what I'm saying? I'm a pretty like skinny dude. You know what I'm saying? Trying to hit the gym, trying to get my weight up and whatnot. But I'm not gonna like, if I was to get any smaller, I would know it's a health issue. I don't feel good. I don't look good. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna just find another group of skinny dudes and just be like, oh yeah, this is okay because they said it's okay. And like, but it's not. All of y'all would need to be told that is go down, man, because you're doing all this extra. You're doing too much. Yeah, just lay right there in that beanbag. There you go. But yeah, it's you gotta be real. And the thing, I was just talking to my girl's little sister, and she even admitted it, which I don't hear a lot of black women admit that. I know I get a lot of flack about talking about black women. Somebody said I hate black women. I was like, no, au contraire. It's because I love you that I'm trying to like be as helpful. Obviously, I'm not gonna understand everything that y'all go through, but I have a lot of prominent black women in my life, and I'm an observer. I pay attention to a lot of stuff. That's why I feel like I'm able to speak on it. You know what I'm saying? That's not to say anything I'm saying is absolute fact, but it's soaked and based in fact. You know what I'm saying? And what the issue was, you know, I love the fact that y'all empower each other. Empowerment is great. Is a great thing to have. Like, yes, go sister, you go girl, whatever. But you are ultimately enabling people if you're not gonna tell them the truth as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, a black woman will make a horrible decision, and her black friend, 9 times out of 10, not in every situation, generally, instead of telling her, hey, look, girl, that wasn't good. That's not, you shouldn't do that. It's just, they're going to hype them up and further the, you know what I'm saying? The damage of the situation. And everybody deserves to be real. Like, I have people in my life that's real with me. Like, no, I don't always want to hear it. Sometimes it does make me upset or uncomfortable or whatever. But I at least take the time. This dude just staring at me. I at least take the time to evaluate what's being said to me before I automatically get offended. And that's what the problem is with a lot of these subculture groups. Not only them, but mainly LGBT community. You know, because like I said, I'm closing with the Dave Chappelle thing. The points that he make are so valid, like so logical, you know, and they're actually funny. Like, it's funny when you really think about it. It's like, you know, but rather than use that part of their brain to say, I never thought about it that way, you automatically go into defense mode. And hey, you talking about me? Like, I'm not though. I know he had one. I don't remember like all his Netflix specials in order, but he had one where he was like, the whole concept. Even Long Beach Griffey. I'm giving everybody shout outs today. If y'all ever follow this dude on YouTube, like, he's a content creator. Long Beach Griffey makes skits and stuff. It'd be funny as hell. But like, they poke fun at the fact of the whole I identify as this thing. It's just like I said, man, I call a spade, bro. You can't. What does that even mean? I identify as this, but it's not what you are. You can't just decide something. I'm not a 6 foot tall or 7 foot tall white man with, 895 credit score. Like, it's just not. I can't just say it. I believe in manifestation, that you kind of speak positive affirmations and speak that stuff out into the universe, but then you got to apply a little hustle with it too. You pray, you hustle, and you speak positively. Those are the things that I've realized are going to get you things, and sometimes stuff just falls in your lap sometimes. Man, I don't know. It just happens. But my point is just that You can't just say it. And it's annoying because to me, it's like a bunch of grown people playing pretend. Like, you remember how I used to be in daycare or whatever, and people be playing dress up, like, oh, I'm gonna go and put on this white sheet and I'm a ghost, and ooh, and it's cool, it's cute when it's children because they have an imagination, they have fun, they're pretending. When you grown, that shit is not cute, bro. That shit is mental illness. That's really what it is. That's really what it is. But nobody's saying that because everybody want to be respectful and, oh, well, if you say you identify as a lamp, then I have to respect that. I'm gonna be like, but you're not though. And if you really think that, you need some help, bro, because that's just how my mind works. And I know, like, again, this is in the same vein of how Chappelle talks. You know what I'm saying? He just makes it funnier than what I'm saying. But it's just like you're not a lamp. Even I remember on the movie Step Brothers, you know what I'm saying? Will Ferrell's character was like, I'm a dinosaur, and his dad snapped one day, because if you saw Step Brothers, you know what I'm talking about. They're like these 40-something-year-old dudes, like still basically man children. And, his dad snapped and was like, you're not a fucking dinosaur. Go get a real job. Like, and that's what everybody needs to be told. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck what you identify as. You are not. That's not what you are. And it's not helping anybody for us to sit up here and be, oh, well, let's play along. Like, no. If you're a woman, you tend to be more masculine, that's fine. Be masculine. If you're a guy and you tend to be more feminine, that's fine. Even if you're homosexual and you want to have sex with people of the same gender, that's fine. But what he was saying was, why are you forcing us to play along when our minds work in a very logical and rational and very straightforward way? This is a microphone, right? It's not an orange. I'm not going to say, oh, I'm talking into an orange. It's like, it's not. You know what I'm saying? And as adults, we should be able to be told the truth without crying about it. Oh, he hurt my feelings because he disrespected my ideology because I said that was an orange and all this. This is the shit that really makes me sick, bro, about this country. This is actually one thing I spend a lot of time talking about, is the level of delusion, bro. Pure delusion. You ain't getting no more food because you ain't pooping. I ain't taking you out no more. He ate 3 times today already, little pop. But yeah, and that might be something that I kind of harp on the next episode, is just like, let's stop the delusion. You know what I'm saying? All the thought rap and stuff that's really hot right now. I speak out against that all the time. Because yes, as a man, I'm not gonna say in the lie and say I'm not attracted to a lot of those. Cardi B, mostly Meg, I ain't gonna lie. Nicki, whoever. They all in the same kind of category or whatever. And I'm not gonna say it's not entertaining, but it's just too much of it, and it's not filtered in the right way. I remember back when I was growing up, like, we had to stay up super late to try to catch BET Uncut, or Girls Gone Wild commercials and stuff. Like, you had to go out of your way because they at least made an attempt to try to like air this stuff at a times when they would think kids wouldn't be up, even though he was. I mean, let's just be real. Y'all was watching Uncut too. Y'all was watching the Girls Gone Wild commercial too and all that kind of stuff. But at least they tried. Like, they don't even try no more. All of this super raunchy commercials, TV shows, movies, videos, they just pop up any and everywhere. It's super easily accessible. Even like with pornos and stuff, bro. Like, we used to have to, me and my little brother, go to the website, you'll get a 30-second clip. You have to sign in to prove you was over 18. Like, there were safeguards, is my point. There's not safeguards anymore. You could Google anything and boom, right then and there. And then like we in the time now where we're giving kids cell phones and tablets and stuff at a younger and younger age. They're getting exposed to a whole lot. They're being traumatized. They're being over sexualized for sure. And this is stuff that's important to me, bro. They always make this joke, fuck them kids. I'm like, yeah, okay, it's funny a little bit, but like Black people are always trying to like mask something with comedy, bro. And it shouldn't be fuck them kids, bro. Like just because you are already older now and we should still be trying to pass the torch. We should still be trying to teach values, principles. Again, like I said, morals. You know what I'm saying? Again, I have to make this clear because I feel like people hear the way I talk and they listen to my music and they get a sense of my personality when they're around me, and they think I'm coming off from like this holier than thou perspective or whatever. And I'm really not. I said I'm struggling every day, struggling. But the more you do it, the more you adapt good things into your nature, into your mindset, it's less and less of a struggle. It starts to become less and less of a struggle. It gets easier. But it's just like with anything else. You practice, you train. If you want to hoop, you got to get out there and practice your dribbling, practice your shooting. It's the same thing with just being a good person in general. You know what I'm saying? Some people are just naturally good, but let's not sit here and act like the world doesn't throw a lot of stuff our way and change us. People can sometimes change us. So it's just important to stand firmer in who you are, set boundaries. And just do the right thing, man. Like the Spike Lee joint said, just do the right thing, bro. It's really not that hard. I always tell people, if you listen to the golden rule, it'll pretty much, it's like open and shut. Do unto others that you haven't done to you. So if you don't want nobody doing stuff to you, don't do it to them. It is such a simple concept. You know what I'm saying? But for whatever reason, people still, I was watching I think Snowfall. And the dude shot up the dude car or whatever. I don't really remember all the characters or whatever, you know what I'm saying? My girl used to watch it or whatever. I come in and watch a little bit. Shot up the dude car, and he ended up killing the little girl that was in there. And he we're crying and stuff. And I'm like, dude, you kill people all the time. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I get it sucks that it's a child and, you feel a way about that. But why didn't you care when it was a dude or another girl or older person? And then when your sister or somebody close to you gets gunned down, you want to be like, oh, this ain't fair, God, why? Be mad and all. You did it to somebody else. You don't think they felt that same way? You don't think they felt that same way? So it's just like everybody has this opinion of like, fuck everybody else. It's about me. Like the world revolves around just you. Narcissism. You know what I'm saying? Gluttony. All these things. Let's do better. You know what I'm saying? Like common decency, you know what I'm saying? Common sense, manners. All of these are like foreign concepts now. It's crazy how many places I go and like people don't say please, thank you, excuse me, and these type of things no more. And when you do, you seem like you being a faggot, or I don't want to use the word twice in one video, but I'm just saying, you seem like, they'll tell you, oh, that's gay, and that's stupid, and that's weak. That's the one right there. That's weak. I'm like, how did that make me weak? I just got through telling the dude, and I say this all the time, respect is a given. Respect should not be earned. Every living person on this planet deserves respect off rip. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to love, trust, loyalty, all of that other type of stuff, yes, you kind of have to prove yourself. You have to give some time in with that to see where people are with those type of things. But respect, it should be all off top, in my opinion. That is how I feel. It don't cost you nothing, bro, to say good morning, to hold the door, to to say excuse me, please, and thank you. But these things aren't being taught anymore. They're being perceived as weak. I had a line, and y'all can find this on Not Safe for Listening, Volume 2 on my SoundCloud. And I said, damn, what's the line? I just remember the end when I said, now we can't disagree without talks of popping the cannon because trauma got us feeling we all supposed to be savage. And like, these are the type of lyrics that really resonate with me. Us black people, we can't disagree without about nothing without, oh, I'm gonna shoot you and I'm gonna fight you. Like, even other people will just at least sue the person or like just separate themselves from around them. Oh, and before I close out, Chris Baines, I'm gonna tag you in this. And I don't mean no disrespect, homie, because it's really nothing but love. But I saw him post something about, I'm gonna use this in the last 4 minutes to close out. He posted something about people always say, oh, we need to get back on the gloves, put the guns down and be a real man and all that. It's like, bro, like, let's be realistic about this. Violence begets more violence. If you're encouraging people to go out here and beat up on each other, there's a very good chance somebody's still going to end up dead in the long run. Hell, you could kill somebody by fighting them. It happens all the time. All the time. So it's kind of like you saying, let's not do this violence. Let's do this alternative form of violence. That's a little bit less. But don't nobody want to take no L. You know what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10, somebody loses a fight, they either coming back to jump you or they're grabbing the pistol. You know what I'm saying? Baseball bat, something. So what we should be preaching to people is how to, like I said, either talk shit out or just separate, or y'all can, take legal action. Like, everything is not, oh, I'm gonna come punch you in the face and stuff, because people don't take that shit well. I know me. Like me, you put your hands on me, it's a wrap. It's a wrap, dog. Like, it ain't like, because there's so many things that could have happened before it got to that point. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you chose to do. So it's just like, I don't believe in telling people, yeah, put on the gloves, because like I said, eventually it's gonna get to the point where, it's either gonna end in serious injury or death, or it's going to become like a gateway for more violence. How many people, like, this isn't organized fighting. You know what I'm saying? Where people are just going to be like, oh, well, we had a good fight and I gave him my all, and that's that. And that settles it. Like, no, people got a lot of pride. People got a lot of egos, and you know what I'm saying? And nobody wants to take an L on the street in their neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? So the best way to, especially now where everything's being recorded and being put on WorldStar and all these other websites, and probably not WorldStar. WorldStar's old, but I don't know. But I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Like, we could at least start by preaching about civil ways to have disagreements. And then if it comes down to fisticuffs, let that be the extreme. You know what I'm saying? Like, not guns, you know what I'm saying? But that's just my personal take on it, because like I said, I saw him post something about it a couple weeks back, and he was like, yeah, man, we need to get on the gloves. And I'm just like, nah, I don't think we should be preaching that either. I don't think we should be preaching that either, because I know from experience the type of stuff that creates. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, either injury, death, or jail time, assault charges, like all that type of stuff, like lawsuits. And it's like, why would you even want to go through all that? Why would you even want to? You know what I'm saying? All right. And I ain't gonna lie, I've had some dark thoughts. I've had some really dark thoughts. But I try to make sure I keep myself in the right mindset, and I stay around people who kind of like, you know what I'm saying, help me stay in the right mindset. And I just try to like weed out people a little bit better, read their energy a little bit better. And I'm not a believer in generalizing anything. A lot of times you see that's why people end up going gay or end up turning into a savage or whatever, because they done been done wrong so many times, and they just like, oh, fuck it, I'm just gonna be this way now. It's like, nah, that's not real. That's not logical. I had a back and forth. I think it was like earlier this year, last year, with some people, and I was talking about, my views on homosexuality and whatever. And they were, no, that's not what it was. I was talking about Black women. I had some gripes about the most of the modern Black women. You know what I'm saying? And they was like, well, why don't you just go be with a man? And I was like, how is that a fix? How is that a fix? You go and get the complete opposite thing? Hush. Like, yeah. I'm trying to just think of an example. If I'm an Android lover, user, right? And I'm through and through Android. I love Android, but I'm having problems with it. My mindset is not going to be like, oh, let me go get an iPhone. No, I'm going to go get a better Android because that's what I really actually like. I'm not going to get the alternative that doesn't fix anything. That's why them girls that, dudes did me dirty, I'm gonna go get it. I mean, yeah, dudes did me dirty, I'm gonna go be gay. It's just like, you're just as liable to have the same issues because men and women do the same things. I'm like, let's just be real. Men and women do the same things. It's all about you reading people, like I said, setting up boundaries, being more perceptive of the things that people do and people say, the red flags. I've been seeing those memes go around lately. I did a couple. You know what I'm saying? The red flags and all that stuff. It's not for you to just be like, oh, I'm done with this. And that's what they want. But I'm going to get into that on the next episode, because I was just talking to a dude at the karaoke bar about that too. He was like, that's exactly what they want, is to pit us against one another. And I'm not being against y'all sisters at all. I got a mother, sister, beautiful girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, I advocate hard for y'all. But if y'all slipping, I'm going to call it out. If y'all slipping, I'm going to call it out, because y'all are better than what y'all are portraying yourselves to be. What I'm realizing is the dynamic between men and women. Like, society spent so long calling men misogynists, pigs, assholes, whatever. And I feel like women got to the point where they was like, fuck it, we're not even going to argue no more. If you can't beat them, join them. So now everybody's, all those things I just said, misogynist, pigs, assholes, you know what I'm saying? Like users and all this stuff. Now everybody's the same way. But how does that benefit anybody for everybody to suck? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't stop trying to do good. Like, I'm not going to go and try to help a homeless man under the bridge every day. And because I see he's not changing, I'm going to just be like, okay, well, let me just be a bum too and come sit under the bridge with him. Like, how is that fixing? Now we're both in a bad situation. You know what I'm saying? So, and to me, that's it's logical to think that way, like to not just do the opposite of what you're trying to accomplish or what you're trying to speak out against. But for whatever reason, that's how other people's minds work, and I just do not get it. I do not get it. But hopefully one day, people will come around. People will start to use sense again. Because, like I said, common sense ain't common. Common decency is not a thing at all. You know what I'm saying? I had to explain to one of my exes over there. I was like, she just like get up, leave the house all time of day, don't say nothing, don't answer the phone, don't text back nothing. And I'm just like, what are you doing? Like, it wouldn't matter who you live with. It could be your little brother, sister, your cousin, your mama, your friend, your girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. It's good to let people know where you at and what's going on if y'all under the same roof. And this is something that shouldn't even have to be explained. Like, this is really like, what? I don't understand. I'm like, come on now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what people are being taught. in terms of common decency. You know what I'm saying? These are very like just commonsensical ideas and stuff. But I'm gonna keep preaching them till I'm blue in the face, man. And right now I'm gonna log off because you know what I'm saying it's getting a little late. But your boy Croy, and I'm out.